Hey everybody, thanks for joining. If you're watching on the replay, thank you. Bobby Saravo, iFit Golf, coming to you today. Got a great surprise, got a cool guest today, a great golf swing. College golfer, we're going in the back way here. Cruising in past the great big Berthas that are getting ready to go on sale here this week. Those are going really good. Thanks guys for joining. Joel, what do you got going on back here?
Helping Mr. Shields out.
Got
taking some tape off his shaft.
Reshafting
His wedges.
Mike, thanks for joining, bud. Joel's grinding in the back on the workbench. We're going into up the hallway here in the fitting studio. Yeah. Tell him I'll call him back. Yeah, guy calling for him. Busy, rocking and rolling at iFit. Hey, there's Paige.
Hi.
Paige, say hi to everybody. Periscope. Paige's coach, Noah, big Noah. And I've been bragging about your golf swing, Paige, so let's see it real quick, how cool it is. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Man, and that is just so smooth. About 91. Cruising on the flight scope. Noah, how's flight scope working out?
Perfect.
Yeah, great.
Perfect. The numbers are excellent. We're going to be working on getting the spin rate down here. We're going to try to shoot for about 26 to 2,700 on this.
Nice.
That's really good feedback.
G30 driver?
Yeah, G30.
Cool. And folks, that is not on super slow-mo swing. That's Paige's real tempo.
Something I think is important for people to look at here is we look at 92, 21 vertical launch, right? 14.4. Now these numbers you might go, oh wow. Now look at our total carry, 245.3.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, especially when you're 110 pounds.
It's 110 pounds. That's great. Isaac loves that tempo. I told you it's beautiful swing.
What's one? I think one of the
Beautiful, awesome.
I think one of the biggest keys for Paige in her tempo is that her patience. She's realized through years and years of tournament playing, the fastest part of the swing needs to be about 6 to 8 inches in front of the ball.
So totally patient, huh?
Yeah.
Just wait. Are you patient with the other parts of your golf game too, or just your driver swing?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
It's definitely improved over the years.
Cool. Well, you got to be patient with. Nice. Stan, thanks for joining, Stan.
Here we go again.
Yeah. What do you got over there, Coach?
So 247 total,
Yeah.
2,000 RPM, 12 vertical, 92.
Yeah.
And our target is 95 consistently. So that's going to be.
So where does 247 rank amongst college golfers on the ladies' college golfers scene, if you will?
I'm going to say middle of the road, but there's a middle of the road with an explanation.
Middle. Okay.
I'll take the 247.
Thanks, guys, for joining. Guys are firing in here, by the way. I like the info.
Can you pan into this right here? Because here's our line. This is what we're looking for. So our lateral landing was 0.6 left of our target line. So I'll take that at 247 versus 280 and in the rough.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna score with that.
Right. Great.
There we go.
Another one.
Now, if you notice where we get the miles per hour inched up, spin rate came up just a little bit. There's our total carry, 250.7.
Total. Yeah.
1.9 yards right of the vertical line.
Beautiful.
It's as good as it gets.
So do you have the same tempo with your irons?
Yeah, I try to keep the same tempo.
Yeah? And how'd you learn it? How'd you learn that tempo?
Yeah, I would say I've always had that tempo.
Yeah?
It just grew over the years, and I just try to keep that same tempo, especially when I feel I'm not swinging my best.
Gotcha. Do you ever have to say to yourself, slow down? Like you're rushing it? I mean, my backswing is so fast, it's boom, boom, versus what you have going on. How do you get yourself from slowing down?
Yeah, the biggest thing for me is just to breathe. Sometimes if I'm not playing my best, then I just try to remind myself to slow things down.
Yeah?
And think more and just breathe and be aware.
Breathe. This is interesting. So you think less about your swing than other parts like breathing and things like that to control yourself to allow you to swing smoother.
Yeah. For me, I don't want to get caught up in mechanics, and I just want to feel my swing and try to let
Yeah.
it go when I'm not playing.
That's a great tip for everybody out there, how they play. The best players, they play their best without thinking, with less mechanics. Maybe you save that for the driving range. So
Yeah.
So tell me about going to school now, Paige. You're at UC Davis. How much time you dedicating to school versus golf? I mean, that's got to be a tight balance, right?
Yeah, you definitely have to balance it out. You need to make a tight schedule of when you want to practice, how long you want to practice, and how much you want to study as well.
So any advice out there for some girls that are in high school now and they're thinking about playing college golf, besides their golf game and how much they need to practice other areas?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just time management and knowing what you want to accomplish. If golf is really important for you, then you have to keep up your schoolwork for sure, but then you'll have plenty of time to practice and have everything in your life going right.
Yeah, so there you go. It's like you can have more to life. You can golf, you can do school. There's plenty of time for both, but not much else. You know, if you're going to be an elite college player, which Paige is, all-conference player, played in the U.S. Open in 2014 at Pinehurst. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
so,
One more, and then let's see an iron.
yeah, there you go. I want to see that. That tempo is just awesome. Yeah.
Iron?
Yeah. So you play the G30 clubs in the fairway woods, and in the irons you have Nakashima. Is that correct?
Yes.
With what kind of shaft?
It's the
Steel fiber.
Oh,
Steel fiber.
yeah. Aerotech steel fibers. What's the weight?
Ultralight.
Nice and light.
Yeah.
Pinehurst in October, number 2 and number 4. Well, I don't know if they'll be the same conditions as Paige played it in the U.S. Open, but Pinehurst 2 is pretty awesome.
Yeah. It's a great course.
Yeah? What was your favorite part about number 2? Was it the greens and the turtleback humps that they have?
Yeah, the greens are definitely difficult. I think that's what made the difference between any other golf course in Pinehurst.
Yeah, yeah. So, Coach, what's the biggest difference in swinging a driver versus an iron in the way they approach the ball? Because I hear they say, "Oh, I swing my driver the same as my irons." You really can't do that.
No, that's really old school.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say that, that's really old school, and we're going way back. With engineering today, with drivers and irons, to make it real simple, you have a driver swing, and then you have a swing for everything else in the back. And the reason I say that is the way that the driver's engineered, we need to be hitting up and controlling the launch angle. Okay, that's you can do that in your setup, but you couldn't hit a 7-iron the same way you hit your driver. If you tried, you'd top it.
Gotcha.
So there are 2 different swings.
And that's important for everybody out there to realize is if you're out there practicing your game, you shouldn't be practicing one swing. There's a different attack angle, a different approach that your driver takes compared to your 7-iron, and more of a downward angle,
Well, and
get the ball up in the air. But
we can go a little bit into detail on that, and we'll watch Paige set up, and I'm going to point out some just little bit things that will be real different, and it's a treat to have somebody that's this consistent. So right now, when you watch her swing, she's going to focus on her weight on the inside.
yeah,
Okay, you won't see as much of an up. You'll see a downward strike, and you'll see the feet are going to dictate that right away as soon as she starts.
there we go.
And there's the downward strike.
Yeah,
You can actually see the weight start to load the front, hold, and hit against that firm left side.
yeah. Thanks, P.
Of course.
Yeah, that's great. Good job. Guys are commenting on how good the swing looks. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
She's getting fired. When's the first college tournament?
It's probably mid-September.
Mid-September.
New Mexico.
New Mexico, nice. UC Davis looking good this year?
Yeah, definitely. We'll have a good team.
What's your handle on Periscope for you? What is it, P. Lee?
Yeah, I think it's Paige_Lee_golf.
There you go.
Yeah.
Follow Paige on Periscope. She's doing some good stuff out there.
Thank you.
She's totally dedicated to her game, her craft. And I would say, Coach, you can help out with this. More importantly than a beautiful golf swing is the
Mindset.
mindset
Of it's not always going to be perfect. You
But-
got to stay with it and believe in the system that you're using.
Yeah.
I put that in quotations. Golf, there's going to be a lot of ups, but there's going to be more downs. If you focus on the ups, you're going to play better golf.
There you go. And having that mindset of being a champion
Correct.
and being comfortable in those shoes of being a champion, you know?
Win all
What's in your heart?
Win from within.
Yeah. Yeah. It's in your heart that goes. All right, couple more, Paige, and we'll get out of here, let you go practice. Beautiful.
Tempo doesn't change.
Doesn't change. And
Tempo doesn't change.
how about the pattern? Look at that.
Yeah.
Just the same. Nice height, nice trajectory, just right off center like that.
Not bad. You can score with those kind of shots.
Bobby Saravo here. We got Noah. Where's Noah? Back in here. And Paige. We're checking out at iFit Golf here. Thanks for joining us. We'll be coming to you the rest of the week with golf tips, tricks, everything to help you out with your golf game and improve. Thanks for joining us on Periscope. Signing off, Paige. See you guys.